Well, group of five, man. I don't know if y'all should get no bias no more, man. I mean, the boys have tried, but I just don't think group of fives need bye weeks ever again. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugas. And tonight, I'm going to talk about tonight's college football playoff semifinal matchup at the Fiesta Bowl, as you had the number six ranked Penn State Nittany Lions beating the third ranked Boise State Broncos 31-14, and Penn State now heads to the semifinals, where they will take on the winner of Georgia or Notre Dame. Quarterfinal. Did I call this a semifinal, quarterfinal? If this was a quarterfinal matchup, I feel like I said semifinal. But before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dial on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, man, my social media information is down in the description box. Also, I co-host a sports talk radio show every Sunday morning. That information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks. Also, man, if you want videos like this hours before anybody else, scroll down, hit the join button, and get a membership. Man, yeah, man, I'm not feeling the seeding thing, man. I was willing to give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you the top, four conference champions, get the bye week. But I think the initial thought of that was the group of four, like the power four teams would get the bye. But man, the Big 12 was not that good. I mean, the ACC was not that good. And obviously the Mountain West or whatever damn the conference Boise State in was not that good. And I just think it's unjust that Boise State got a bye, man. Look, by this game, man, and I thought Boise State played. The thing that gets me is I thought Boise State, they had some self-inflicted wounds that took away opportunities for them to score. But I thought they played well, and I don't think Penn State played that well. You know what I'm saying? But Penn State is just far more superior, man. Whenever the thing is, man, like they talk about how you get these group of five teams that get into these New Year's Six bowls or whatever BCS bowl games or whatever they call them and beat these bigger teams. And like I tell people, the motivation factor is not the same. Like a couple of years ago, for example, USC with the Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams, was in the Cotton Bowl, I think it was, playing against Tulane, man, who was in the Cotton Bowl, who was extremely ecstatic to be there. USC didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Tulane did. USC knew they had nothing to gain from winning this game and had everything to lose. And Tulane, this was for all the marbles for them. But now with the playoffs, you're getting these bigger schools with the same level of motivation as these group of five schools, and they're gonna destroy them, man. Like it's just not gonna happen. They're getting the same level of motivation. Your season ends with a loss, and I'm curious to see how many years it takes for a group of five team to beat a power five team, and especially like this year was probably their best shot because Boise State had a bye week. They met on a neutral field. Most years, the group of five team is going to be the 12th seed, which means they got to go on the road and play somebody in their stadium. So I felt like this year was the group of five's best year to pull that off. And then you got a guy like Ashton Jeanty, who is a Heisman runner up, playing for Boise State, and they still lost by 17. Um, Penn State dominated the game, man. It got a little close, a little bit in the third quarter, but ultimately Penn State pulled away. Aller hits a long pass to Evans. Tyler Warren, the best tight end in the country, got two tutties this game. Singleton breaks a long run basically to put the game away. Like I said, Boise State made it a little interesting, man. They had like a nice design play to get a tight end completely wide open for a touchdown. But other than that, they had a couple of drives. They did have a touchdown that would have cut it to three that got called back for a penalty. But other than that, man, they just couldn't compete on the line of scrimmage, man. Like in basketball, it's a lot easier to get an upset when you got five guys who've been playing with each other for 3 years, that could shoot threes against maybe some highly touted freshmen, 5 stars, but much younger players. And then it's five people out there, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to 11 on each side. And the line of scrimmage, man, is just a big difference. The line of scrimmage and speed is the difference between group of five and powerful schools, man. Like I said, Boise State, shout out to them. I thought they played hard. Ashton Genty, unfortunately for him, man, he comes up 28 yards short of tying Barry Sanders' single season all time rushing record. But he got 102 yards by the hardest. He's a good player, man, really good player. But just went up against a more physically imposing team. Um, we're gonna see what's up with Penn State next round. Now I will say this: Penn State gonna have to be a little more explosive offensively. Like you could get away with that against SMU and Boise State. Against Georgia or Notre Dame, man, that ain't gonna fly. But I mean, look, man, the college football committee gonna have to do something about this season. There's no way that Georgia and Oregon should get a much harder pad, you know what I'm saying, than the number six, than Penn State. Like Oregon and Ohio State, two teams that beat Penn State, one of them is not gonna go as far as Penn State, man. And I just think that's a complete tragedy. They're gonna have to reseed this thing. I don't mind the group of five getting an opportunity to play for a national championship. Though I'm curious to see how many years they're gonna allow them in there before they finally pull the plug on it and say, like, look, man, they just can't compete with these bigger schools. These bigger schools are better on the line of scrimmage. They got more speed. They got the same motivation as far as what to play for. I don't know if this thing gonna happen, man. But I don't think they should get buys no more, man. Like if you're a group of five team, you shouldn't get a bye week. Like I don't care, you know, who you came close to beating. Yeah, they came close to beating Oregon early in the year before Oregon really found their foot. And remember, Oregon barely beat Idaho too, early in the year, man. And it's not to take nothing from them. It's just we talking about a different beast, man. Like unless the only team Boise State probably had a shot at beating that made these playoffs were probably Indiana or SMU. Like they wouldn't beating anybody else. Like they were not beating anybody else, man. Like they had a shot against Indiana, they had a shot against SMU. They wasn't beating anybody else, man. In these playoffs, man. That includes Clemson. But like I said, shout out to Penn State. We're gonna see what happens with them next round, man. But group of five teams should no longer get bye weeks, man. I felt like Boise State played really well. Penn State didn't play that well, and Penn State won by 3 scores. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have LSU, NCAA, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Also, like I said, if you want to get videos like this hours before everybody else, man, scroll down, click on the join button, and get a membership, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers, and Happy New Year to everybody.